It looks just like him.
Yeah? You can see him? That's good. The only real critique that I need.
See, look what you did.
I'm focusing on giving my canvas a tattoo that will honor that love that she has for her grandfather. I can make today more about that relationship than about whether or not JERREL stabbed us all in the back. Don't move, don't move, don't move. You're doing super well. Don't quit now.
Oh, I'm not quitting, don't you worry. I'm not gonna quit. I am not a quitter.
Good.
It's time for you all to use your technical precision to create a photorealistic design. You have 6 hours to complete your tattoo, and the clock starts now.
The reason why I'm getting this tattoo is because my father was an inspiration in my life. He was a fireman and I'm a fireman. So I figured there'd be nothing better than to get a helmet, his old school helmet, but maybe some kind of flames coming under it.
I'm gonna need to take some photos of it. Photorealism is obviously exactly how it sounds. You're taking a photograph and you're reproducing it. So you have to begin with a really good photo. That's the most important part of the tattoo. Now, a lot of pictures to go through in a minute. The competition is stiff and I wanna win it. It actually looks really awesome, but I'm afraid it's coming into this section too
yeah, you
far.
can shrink it.
My strategy right now is to stay focused. This competition is $100,000, and I want to win it. So I'm not just going to slap a stencil on someone and go with it. Can you see your chest? For my taste, I would want it in a little bit more. I'm going to put it on one more time because I know I'll get penalized if it isn't exactly correct on the chest. Everybody wants like back pieces and full sleeves and chest panels and all this 5 hours, 6 hours. It's not possible for us to do that. I'm actually really struggling with this tattoo. The flames on Scott are just not popping, and I'm trying different things to make them stand out. I'm putting a lot darker shading than I would normally because Scott's skin is so dark.
Heather's piece, it's super cartoony and it looks almost rushed. It's one of the worst pieces for sure.
I'm feeling a lot of pain in my neck and back and shoulder right now. The problem with tattooing is just the vibrations. They go right through your bones.
I don't know what Heather's ailment is, but I've been tattooing 20 years and I bend over all day long and I don't have that much pain.
I think a lot of the pain she's having could be all in her head.
His tattoo ended up being a little more traditional and a little less photoreal.
This week, we tested your technical precision skills. Now it's time to see how you did with photorealistic tattoos. Heather, how you feeling about this piece?
I realized today I don't really do a whole lot of photorealism. You know, I kind of do more animation kind of tattoos.
You had the advantage of positioning this and photographing it with the angle and the light that you wanted.
Well, I wouldn't say the angle I wanted or the light I wanted.
You know what we're going for here.
I gotta tell you, I don't really know what's more sore, his skin or my eyes. The numbers and the letter forms look very janky and don't look very clean.
Well, they were supposed to be like that because they're burned up.
It's rough. The shading in this is rough. There's no, like, gradual anything.
His skin is a little dark, so I was trying to compensate for that.
I mean, it looks like it hurt. It looks painful.
Heather.
I definitely did not like this tattoo at all. I don't think this is an ink master piece. It's more like an ink disaster piece. The tattoo doesn't come even close to being photorealistic. There's a lot of elements that could have made it look more real, and I just think you just missed the mark completely.
This is not a good one out of you.
I'm just tired and exhausted and...
But a true ink master has got to be able to do every kind of tattoo equally well. To hold that title is something that, like, you've got to excel in every type of genre.
I'm not trying to make excuses. I could go off on a tangent about staying up all night and then tattooing all day.
I pretty much thought we were all competing. You've been through some rough critiques. This one's gonna get it again. I want to see competition. I want to see a star. I want to see somebody shine. I haven't seen it.
The judges have decided. Heather, you do not have what it takes to become Ink Master. Please pack up your machines and leave.
Bye.
It's time for you all to push your skills to the limit and tattoo a portrait on your human canvas. You have 5 hours to complete this tattoo, and your time starts now.
20 minutes of daydreaming has passed through my head. I get lost in the hair, just start daydreaming that.
Today's style, like super smooth, portrait black and gray tattoos, they're super stressful for some people, but it's relaxing to me. I just love duplicating images. Aside from my canvas passing out, not letting me finish it, I'm clearly gonna win this challenge.
Shane, of course, gets the perfect canvas. He got the best picture out of all of us. He could have done it in color. Of course, Shane would pick black and gray. Heaven forbid he have to whip out some colors.
That is amazing, bro.
I'm winning it. There's literally like no doubt in my mind that I'm gonna win this thing.
Welcome to tonight's elimination. This week, we've been testing your portrait skills. We'll be looking at your shading, detail, and how much your tattoo looks like the picture. Shane, you're up first. Out of all the portraits available, you chose the child.
I didn't want you to think I was taking an easy way out. I felt like this one would shine the most. The smile and the glitter in her eyes and everything. The hair was pretty crazy to take on.
I've done a lot of child portraits myself, and ones with teeth are without a doubt the most difficult of children's portraits to do. It really looks like the photograph. Really nice, accurate job.
In the photograph, the light that's in her eyes is the reflection of the flash.
Flash, yeah.
And so you had to move that and use your white in a different spot to really make it appear lifelike.
Awesome, I'm glad you noticed.
Amazing touch, yeah, man.
You really pulled the likeness together. You definitely have the less is more approach. You did the name and the portrait. Nothing more needed. Great job, man. Thank you.
All right, guys. In this group of 4, there's a top 2 and there's a bottom 2. Shane, you had the best tattoo of the night.
Thank you.
You'll be tattooing a subject that is intimidating for even the best tattoo artists. Portraits.
The point of precision in a portrait is that this is somebody's face, and trust me, if you change their face, it does make them not look like the person.
As equipment and techniques have advanced, it has become possible for skilled artists to create tattoos that are more realistic than ever.
I am a portrait artist. This is my redemption.
Whether of celebrities, children, or deceased loved ones, portraits are as personal as one can get. You will have 6 hours to tattoo a portrait.
Who is this?
This is my grandfather.
Okay.
I would love to place it like on my thigh.
I can handle any of these people. If a picture is blurry, you just have to fudge certain details. Even if I get a fuzzy picture, I'm still gonna be able to rock this.
And who is this? This is my father.
A great tattoo begins with a great reference. The tattoo I absolutely do not want is the smallest picture. It looked like the guy's face was like this small.
This is my son.
Where would you like to get?
On the front of my right chin.
And who is this?
My father.
I'm gonna pick the best for me, and you know what? I'm gonna mix them up. Let fate send people home. I don't care what they get, because they're not as good as I am.
We only have 6 hours, and assuming from this picture, I know that you want at least the hands, right? I saw the fighting position, so I knew that he wasn't only gonna want the face, he was gonna want to throw those gloves in there.
I definitely want the hands. I would like to try to get the symbols in there also.
It takes like 6 hours just to do the face alone. I'm worrying incorporating so many things into my tattoo when I only have 6 hours. This symbol is gonna be the killer. That's gonna be complicated.
Great picture. When people bring us in portraits, this is exactly what you're looking for. This style of picture, just doing the stencil looks just like him. I want to get all these nice little details in there. There's definitely more pressure anytime you're doing a portrait. One wrong little shadow or line, and you've lost the personality in the face, and now you're...
Alrighty. Nice grainy picture. Yay.
I'm a photorealism guy, but the picture is everything. This picture is from the 1960s. Every time I try to blow it up, it blurs.
That's horrible.
If you have no detail at all, you don't have any precision. I have to pull off a crazy miracle to make this great from a bad picture.
My canvas really wants those hands in the portrait, and he wants the logos. So I tell him I would do it smaller so I can get the symbols that he wanted. I'm gonna show precision from copying exactly what's on this picture. May the best portrait artist win.
This is the worst picture to work from.
Because of the contrast and the grain.
The blur, yeah, the graininess, look at it.
The photo, blurry as hell, but I got enough of the gist to actually follow the blur to make it sharp. And it's because I am a portrait artist.
I have to find the clean parts of that in my head.
You have to be able to pull off bad pictures sometimes. Pulling that off will be a guaranteed win.
I'm feeling great. The picture is so clear, you know it's gonna be a home run. Sebastian might be going a little overboard, adding different shadowing.
He's inverted the shading on his face. It's darker on the face instead of lighter. Lighter in the back instead of darker. Why can't he copy what's in front of him?
Like it?
Looks like a mirror of my father.
And there he is.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
You have his back forever.
That's right. I got your back forever. Oh, man.
This week, we asked you to create a portrait tattoo. We're testing precision. Tattoo baby, you're up first. How you feeling about your work here? Do you feel like you're in the top?
I feel I did a great tattoo for the reference that I had.
You did an amazing job capturing this guy's character. The very precise little details, the way you got the mustache and the little curls in the hair, right on.
Doing small faces like that are always tricky. It's really hard to capture a likeness. The smaller the face is. This tattoo came out great.
The way that you captured the skin tone of his dad, you used a lot of light in the face to really accent his features. This was the right way to do it. Another consistent outing for you. It's a good job. And it was a tough one.
Steve. Why did you end up selecting this one for yourself?
I like the character in the face, the wrinkles, tough old dude.
The hair is really, really impressive. The very small uses of white really make this thing stand out.
You really hit the precision with the wrinkles and the character in his face. As far as the area of the collar, I would like to have seen you maybe get a little bit deeper in there and really cherried this thing out to really set this thing off crazy. But overall, man, that's just nitpicking. You did a great tattoo.
Sebastian. How you feeling about this piece?
Well, in the photo, I didn't have very much to work with. It's blurry.
It's not that blurry. It's still a good photo overall. With a photo like this, the goal is to make it look better. I would have done a dark background. You kind of did the opposite. You darkened up the side of the cheek, and then you did a lighter background. That alters the likeness a little bit. As far as precision goes, you're trying to duplicate the photo. It's cool to change stuff around in a portrait, as long as it still looks like that person.
I can tell you I definitely would have had the precision, but I just could not see some of that stuff just blurred out.
You did not follow the photo. You did not do a portrait. You did something else. You completely reversed the light and dark in the left side of the face from the background to the foreground. I've never seen anybody flip a portrait picture.
Trust me, I had all intentions to do it exactly the way it was.
I don't understand how that intention varies to the point where you blacken the face. Do you ever switch the portrait around?
I mean, well, you can be a smartass about it, but
I could be a smartass because I'm looking at that. So if you want to look at what I'm looking at, then we can talk about it. I can't judge that against that and tell you did a great job. You want to fight, huh? You totally decided to do your own thing with it, and it was a bad choice.
Today, you must tattoo the ultimate test of precision. A portrait.
Is the universe messing with me right now? I got eliminated on portrait day last time I competed.
Today, once again, the canvases are in pairs. Every canvas wants the same portrait as one other canvas. Wow. Giving a side-by-side comparison like never before.
Go big or go home.
Today, these artists really have to show precision because they have to really showcase the subtle details that make that person come alive to their friends and family.
I think that's gonna be great.
It's much tougher to go head-to-head doing the exact same photo because the weaknesses are completely obvious.
You ready?
I can't even remember the last time I did a portrait.
Even though I don't do portraits on a daily basis, I know I'm gonna beat Jason. I've worked my ass off to be where I'm at. I am straight edge. I stay at home and I draw so that I can go in, kill it every time. I came to just do my best.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, the reds are no joke. I'm here for redemption and I have got to be clean. You're a warrior, dude. I have my work cut out for me, and I have so much on the line right here. I got kicked off in the portrait challenge on season 3, and I'm not getting kicked off again. That's a beautiful tattoo.
Oh man, I'm gonna cherish this forever.
Nah, it's amazing.
Well, it's good. I get to see this while I'm alive.
Yeah.
Today, you had to tattoo the ultimate test of precision, a portrait. Each of you tattooed head-to-head with another artist, and we will directly compare your work. Clean. You went head-to-head with Jason.
You even added a highlight to the tie. That isn't shown in the photo, which I really like, because there's certain things you can make better in a portrait, and you did that.
You excelled. It was just done nicely and sharp and meticulously. That's what wins this competition.
Jason.
You did do some nice details in the jacket, but for the precision challenge, you missed a couple of key shapes in the face. The mouth in the portrait kind of has a shape like yours does right now.
That pissed off shape?
Yeah, it has that little curl to it. And yours is pretty straight, and it really changes the expression in the face.
Thanks, guys.
Who wins the head-to-head competition between Clean and Jason?
My pick is Clean.
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 The winner of the head-to-head competition is Clean. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Today, you must tattoo traditional illustrative portraits.
Ooh. My life.
What? I love doing portraits, but what is a traditional illustrative portrait?
We're gonna find out. Step on over here, man.
This is Portrait Day with a twist. We're asking these artists to do renderings of photographs. So the photograph and the portrait that they create have to look alike, but they have full license to use heavy lines, heavy color, deep black shading.
I think we'll be able to pull it off. Let's do it.
They can do it as they see fit, as long as they capture the look of the picture.
The biggest thing that can go wrong with doing a portrait in any style is that it doesn't look like who it's supposed to look like.
So I gotta ask, how did you get the name Creepy Jason?
That's just kind of a joke in the shop.
Yeah?
Me saying inappropriate things.
All right.
And then people would say, that's Creepy Jason. And then it stuck to, that's Creepy Jason.
The more you put in this tattoo is the more that you can be judged on, but I always like to have something in that tattoo that reflects on the relationship between the person and the portrait. They used to do a lot of fishing, so I'm throwing a fishing lure into it just as an extra element.
So you got family back in Maryland?
I do, man. Got a kid. Happens to be one of those, like, rotten teenagers.
How old are you? You don't look old enough to have a teenage kid.
Yeah, what do you think? That's like designer gray in my beard, man? I earned that shit.
You know?
I left everything that I loved to be here. I left my son, I left my shop. I hope that the sacrifice that I'm making right now is gonna pay off.
Today, you had to tattoo a traditional illustrative portrait. Jason.
There's aspects of this that you do capture at least the look of the subject, but I'm not a fan of the hair. The black stripe that you put in the hair for the shading makes it look like the hair's flattened, and then he's got a big poofy back. The right side of the hair doesn't really look like hair. It looks like a shape tucked to the side. The left eye to me looks like he got punched, only that eye has this darkness to it. I don't love this tattoo from you at all, but capturing the look, okay.
Today, you must tattoo
Here it is, guys.
a portrait.
It's about time.
Yeah.
Finally, this is my time to shine.
Of a senior citizen.
What?
Ooh.
Leatherface.
That's so much little detail.
Senior citizen portraits are difficult because you want to capture the likeness of that person, but you don't want to overdo their wrinkles because you'll make their entire face look leathery and scary.
Yeah, it's coming eventually, right? Portrait day.
Portrait of my grandfather on my left calf.
That photo's difficult.
This one by far is the hardest one to do. It's the smallest photo, and from back here, I can't even tell what's going on.
A color portrait of my grandfather on my right forearm.
Full color, extremely time consuming. In 6 hours, no way.
Color portrait of my father on my ribs.
Wait, are you serious?
Give me a break.
I want a black and gray portrait of my grandfather on my left calf.
That's probably the best reference. Probably so.
It's a really red photo, so
Black and gray be better?
I think it might be.
If you do everything HD, there's no way this portrait's gonna look good. You have to know how to soften some things, capture what it is that makes that person that person.
What I'll probably do is situate things like in her expression.
That's fine. Being over precise in a portrait when it comes to wrinkles and folds, for most artists, is the kiss of death.
This is a portrait of your dad, you know what I mean? So, like, I don't want to give you something bad. And I'd be more comfortable doing a black and gray portrait than a color portrait.
Okay.
Having a full color portrait in 6 hours is a lot to ask for.
I mean, I'm flexible with that.
Awesome.
I might want to move it.
We can move it, for sure, for sure.
I just gotta make sure when I blow this thing up that I don't lose a lot of detail because this is a tiny, tiny photo. I'm beyond frustrated right now because I thought JERREL would definitely have my back. Such a shitty photo. Tiny. I can't even make out that that's even hair. I can't tell where the eyes are. The hair is pretty much the same tone as most of the skin.
Just pay attention to the shapes.
I know, I've done portraits, man, but you know that it's all about the reference. This is easily the hardest reference to work with in the room.
I think you me. I don't understand what he did with these pics.
It's obvious what he did with these pics. He tried to help out the West.
Me? No. Look at how grainy this photo is.
Oh, bro, you have no idea. Go and check France. Go and check Jimmy.
This thing is so tonal. He's got no bottom lip. It's the same, literally the same tone as his chin.
I'm sorry, guys. You know how things are gonna go. I would have played it where they got more of the color ones and hoped that they just couldn't change the shit.
And so would you rather risk me giving you a color one that wanted to go on the ribs and they didn't want to change it?
I gave you guys portraits I feel like you can execute because I could execute them.
Clear photo would have been nice, JERREL.
Because of the fact that I got to pick the best one, I really have to execute it. Because if I drop the ball and somebody that got a grenade does not, it's embarrassing.
It looks just like him.
Yeah? You can see him? That's good. The only real critique that I need.
See, look what you did.
I'm focusing on giving my canvas a tattoo that will honor that love that she has for her grandfather. I can make today more about that relationship than about whether or not JERREL stabbed us all in the back. Don't move, don't move, don't move. You're doing super well. Don't quit now.
Oh, I'm not quitting, don't you worry. I'm not gonna quit. I am not a quitter.
Good.
Is it looking like $100 grand?
Yeah, trying to make it look like $100 grand.
I'm not a portrait artist. I've only done maybe 5 portraits in my life, so I'm just winging it.
How's it looking?
Everybody's doing good.
That's good.
To be honest, I'm worried about me.
Really? Shut the up.
I'm gonna have to finish before I want.
Everyone's been saying I'm a one-trick pony, and I wanted to prove everybody wrong.
Oh my God.
I feel like JERREL's taken that away from me by giving me the hardest one in the room.
I'll give you a minute, okay?
Okay.
This chick will not sit still. She won't? When I get done, I'll come over there and hang out.
I'm up against so many odds that I don't know if I can make it past.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to do a good portrait, not just a finished portrait.
I appreciate it.
I'm going as easy as I possibly can on her, but I don't know if she's gonna sit through this thing.
You got 30 minutes, okay?
Just please let me finish it.
Word, dude. Jimmy's canvas is all over the place. The best thing I can do to make sure that he can finish his tattoo is just talk to her. There's still strength in numbers. You got a portrait of
Oh, my granddad.
your granddad?
He's a World War II vet.
Oh, yeah? You're earning this one. You're almost done.
Finished.
I feel like I just gave birth.
I feel like I just gave birth.
Today, you had to tattoo portraits of senior citizens, and you were being tested on precision. Let's take a look at how you did. Midwest, you're up. JERREL, you had the advantage. Let's start with you.
Overall, you execute a very nice portrait that picks up the nuances of the man. You nail the eyes, you definitely nail the nose, the gray hair, you nail. Everything's very clean and precise.
Thank you, guys.
Kelly.
I guess. You do capture the likeness of this guy. You capture the look in his eyes. You also get the inference of all these wrinkles with the shading, but your application of the tattoo is smoother than his skin, so you kind of gloss him up. So he has this weird look about him like he's kind of melting or something.
Good job, man. Good job, done.
Thanks, man.
Jimmy, you're next.
All right.
The look of the gray shading you get in his face. For a guy that doesn't do portraits, you did good.
Good job, Jimmy.
West, you're up. Bob.
Instead of having darks and lights flow across the contours of the face, you pick out the dark spots of the tattoo and you just hit the dark spot. You create spots across the forehead, you create spots through the chin, and the area that's the mustache is literally just a few dozen spots.
It has more of a cheetah pattern than a hair pattern. Judges, time to determine who had the best tattoo of the day.
Overall, it's 100% cohesive, smooth, best vignette of the day, best shape by far.
Angel's tattoo is beautiful, captures this woman, but the hair is a different shape, and JERREL crushed it. My vote is for JERREL. Yeah.
So close every time.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to JERREL.
Thank you, guys.